So we're gonna fight in Atlantis. Why not? Hope you brought your raincoat and your flippers. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tail of the tape. First up we have Lightning Hands. And they'll be facing Saul Alvarez. He's only 20 years old, but look at all of the experience. First up we have... So here comes Saul Alvarez. Are we looking at Mexico's next great young star? Many believe we are. A lot of buzz surrounding this young stud.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And this one has all... The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Do you believe what we're seeing? What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like a rabbit in a hat.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. No rest for the weary. How about that time counter shot? Stamina is off the charts. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt. And there's the bell for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter-punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
The straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These punches coming from every angle. Caution being thrown to the wind. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. There's the bell to start round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Done with that counter shot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. That uppercut doesn't get through. A perfect counter lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
Back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Nice counter shot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. There's the bell to start round 4. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. That hook doesn't score. And he scores with the counter. Nice work to block that left uppercut. Counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get close.
Shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the... Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out.
happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That counter punch caught him clean. Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you. This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
Have to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Trying to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Here comes round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Tried to score with a jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
I slipped to avoid the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, there's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight. Your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
That counter shot lands. Misses with the jab. Nice counter punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Incredible work rate. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.